Hello, my name is Scott Herman from Herman Insurance Services. I'm an insurance agent in Redondo Beach, California. And today I'm going to discuss important things to have on a business owner's policy. The first coverage, obviously the most important, is liability to protect your business and your assets. Along with liability insurance, an important coverage to have, I think, would be non-owned auto. For example, you send one of your employees to the bank or to Starbucks, and during this errand, while they're working for you, they have a car accident. The people in the car accident find out they're working for you, and now they come after your business because the person was working for you while they had a car accident. The next important coverage to have is obviously business personal property. And with business personal property, you want to make sure you have replacement cost. So replacement cost is going to replace the old item, your old computer, old desk, with a brand new item, and no forms of depreciation. And with that coverage, you also want to make sure how much coverage is off premise. So for example, with an Allstate insurance policy, they allow you to endorse the policy to cover your business personal property while in transit, trial and transition, or away from the premise up to $15,000. But every policy is different. Another important coverage to have is employees' dishonesty. For example, employees' dishonesty. For example, a friend of mine owns a restaurant, and it turns out that the manager of the restaurant, every time someone made a cash payment, he put it in his pocket. He did not put it into the business. And it turns out he embezzled over $50,000. And that's why it's important to have employees' dishonesty in situations, in certain businesses where the employee has access to the money or to steal from you. The next important coverage is business income. Business income is something that gives you income while you're out of business. For example, you have a fire and that puts you out of business. So you still have bills to pay, you still have a mortgage, car payment, all your bills. And so you want to make sure that you do have business income coverage. A lot of times too, with business income, that determines how much the policy is going to cost. So sometimes people want to say that they make less to keep the policy less. Well, that's not always the best case, because if you're put out of business, you want to make sure you have enough money to keep you on your feet. For example, there's a bar in Hermosa that burnt down, and either the agent or the insured was dishonest about how much they made. And with all the red tape in Hermosa, it almost took 3 years before that bar was up and running again. So I'm sure now if they could go back, they would have wished they would have put the amount they were actually making so they could have maxed out the limits on that particular coverage. Another important coverage I think to have is employer's liability. In the event of wrongful termination, you always want to make sure you have employer's liability to protect yourself from an employee coming back after you for wrongful termination. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much. My name is Scott Herman. Thank you.